Ba-na-na-na-na-na. Hey, ba-dum-bum-bum-bum. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, welcome to a special edition of Koco Plays with Yuri the Black. I am the huge one kid, the idiot, Dave Koco from DAVEKOCO.com. I'm a loser in Japan, and he is a winner in Australia, a champion of Australia. The manager of champions, Yuri the Black. Yuri, say a quick hello before we break down what we're about to do.
Hello all, I'm Yuri the Black, the pro wrestling manager of champions. How are we all today? I hope we have got an action-packed episode today. Thank you for having me on. Once again, Mr. Koco, what's the agenda today?
Today, we did something called a soft draft. People put in like 10 people, and we made the teams. We are going to make the dream come true. The Fire Pro dream come true. KocoSports Dream Fire Pro League is going to go. Me and Yuri the Black are going to do color commentary. The computer will decide the winners and losers. We already had a champion, a tag team champion. And then we waited a year, and now that I have someone that will do color commentary with me, everything, we did it. We got some of our favorite streamers, favorite mods, wrestling personalities that we're friends with, and overall excited. We have 12 teams. We're going to have one season. We're going to keep tracks of wins and losses. We're going to keep track of the titles. We do have a playlist, so you can go back. I feel like we're a really bad wrestling promotion. So a year ago, we made champions in a tournament, and now season 1. That was season. This is preseason. This is it. We have it. But there will be some controversy about the tag champs and the champ, but we'll figure it out. We'll make it as we go along. So we asked these people to make a list of their favorite guys. We say a soft draft just because unless you're all on the phone or I contact you over and over, a soft draft is basically give me a list of 10. You're guaranteed one of the 4 of those 10, and who knows what 4 of those 10 you're going to get. So let's break it down as best we can.
I didn't have a choice in the matter of my team, just saying.
Your team sucked. I helped your team, okay? It's a soft draft. It's like you make suggestions and we give you a team. That's what it is.
Exactly.
So welcome to Draft Spectacle. And we're going to do one season. We'll have a huge main event. I don't know what a pay-per-view. We don't know what it is. And we also don't know how we're going to run the shows. Will it be YouTube exclusive? Will it be we do it live on Twitch and then do it on YouTube? Will the pay-per-views only be live on Twitch? So we're going to work it out. It's a learning experience, just like the Kawasaki Brave Thunders, the Yokohama Grits Challenge, and all that. It is a learning experience, okay? All right. So here's season 1 draft. I am going to be given the breakdown of the team. Yuri the Black is the Madden. He's the pow, the color guy. You are going to rate the preseason rankings of these teams. Now, granted, me and Yuri have nothing to do with the created guys. We downloaded them from the Fire Pro server, so we did not create them. We will not be playing them. The Fire Pro engine, which is probably the best sim engine for wrestling there is, period, end of story, will decide the winners and losers. Now, we will decide booking with the team owners, but outside of that, it is in the hands of the Fire Pro. All right, so let's go. Team Boom Boom. Are you a little jealous of Boom Boom? Is Boom Boom a little jealous of you? I got 2 co-hosts now. Let's see.
Actually...
Go ahead.
Continue what you're saying, Mr. Koco.
All right, Team Boom Boom. He's got Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, Big Van Vader, Naito, and Suzuki. And Naito was really low on a lot of people's list. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat was high, and Vader, of course, is Vader. Now, you're looking at it. We're looking at the graphic right now. Yeah, by the way, it took me 20 years to break down these rosters. It took Yuri the Black like 30 seconds to make these graphics. We're a good team.
Yep.
Yuri, how would you rank this? Out of 5 stars, how do you think this team is going to sim?
Oh, in terms of sim, but just if we were to go and break down the actual team, you got a legend like Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, who's had pretty much a 5-star classic with the likes of Macho Man Randy Savage. You've got a innovative big man like Big Van Vader, groundbreaker like Naito, just an absolute badass who's just absolutely fantastic in the form of Minoru Suzuki. Looking at this, I definitely think that particular, like looking at Boom Boom's team, I think he might have a good chance in all honesty, or it might even be a bit of a dark horse in a way. But I would definitely rate it probably about 3.8 stars to about 4 stars.
All right,
In all honesty.
3.8 stars. All right, and there's an American flag. It's going to get really tricky. The flags are the player. We are still looking for a UK guy, maybe Vanplank. We have guys from Canada, America, Japan, and Australia, and Ireland. We are trying to get a player from the UK. Vanplank, we're looking for you. So there might be a 13th expansion team coming in. All right, so that is Boom Boom's team. Now, Big T's, David T's, former KocoSports writer, now worked for PW Insider, works for basically all the big websites. I can't think of them now, but he works for a lot of the big websites. But he started at little old KocoSports, and he came back for his team. He picks, and it really does feel weird seeing Will Ospreay behind that American flag. We got Will Ospreay, Ric Flair, Kenny Omega, and CM Punk. This is why he works for the big sites and not KocoSports. Yuri, rank his team.
Oh, wow. Obviously, we know, like, to the day we know that I absolutely dislike Kenny Omega. I don't like Kenny Omega. But this team is phenomenal. I think the only one that might be slightly out of place might be Will Ospreay, but obviously you've got Ric Flair, who was a 16-time world champion and a legend in his own right. Obviously, the mass appeal of Kenny Omega right now, and who doesn't love CM Punk pipe bomb promo and the history that he's gonna have in this? I reckon that this is a really solid team. I would have 100% done 5 stars on this team. I would say probably about a 4.5, only because of Ospreay, but I'm not taking away Ospreay could be the massive sleeper in this team, that's for sure.
And here's the thing. Me and Tease, we grew up together. You know, we called each other cousins. We weren't blood cousins. We were almost brothers. This is a team that I would roll with. You know what I mean? I mean, I love Ric Flair, love Kenny Omega, CM Punk. I love Will Ospreay. All right. Did you give your final star rating? Because this gets 5 Coco paws. What do you?
I'm giving that a 4, like a very heavy 4.5, because it is pretty much an all-star team. And as I said, I think Ospreay's out of place, but I think he could be the sleeper of the team.
All right, so there's Team T's. Next, Team Crash Andrews, that handsome son of a bitch from Canada. His team consists of Bret Hart, Edge, Eddie Guerrero, and Jake the Snake. I don't know where Jake the Snake comes from, but I mean, I know where he comes from, the depths of hell. But it just seems like it's a bit off. Like I thought I was expecting all Canadians on this team. That's what I was expecting. But yeah, there you go. Bret Hart, Edge, Jake, Eddie Guerrero, Team Crash Andrews, sexy son of a biscuit and cheese from Twitch. What do you rank this team?
5 stars. This team, for me personally, I think that this is hands down a very stacked team. So you've got the technical prowess of Bret Hart. You've got the psychological smarts of Jake the Snake Roberts. You've essentially got that street dodgy know-how of Eddie Guerrero, who'd be able to get the job done, and the innovation of Edge. 5 stars. I reckon that this is going to be. I reckon that this is going to be the team that's going to actually win this particular season, hands down.
All right, so there you go. We got Team Crash Andrews. Next, Team HBK Illmatic, streamer and sports podcaster. You got Chris Jericho, Shawn Michaels, Macho Man, and The Rock, a.k.a. Team WWE. I don't know, Yuri the Black, why you went with the most classic photos of these wrestlers that you could possibly do. But this is Team HBK, a.k.a. Team WWE. Your thoughts on this team?
My thoughts on this particular team. Well, look, obviously, I went with the older pictures just for a bit of lull factor, bit of a laugh. So I went with obviously like the classic Macho Man with the what is it with the
Tiger stripes.
tiger stripe headband. I went with the classic Rocky Maivia. The whole I think around the time when he had people chanting at him, "Die Rocky, die!" The Rocker, Shawn Michaels, and by the looks of it,
Is that Lionheart? Is that Lionheart?
I think it could be Lionheart, a very skinny Chris Jericho. Um,
Now
all
is
right,
this your first shot? Do we have our first rival here? Is Yuri the Black's team? We're gonna be rivals with Team HBK.
maybe you never know. I reckon that could be a bit of fun. This particular team, because if you think about it, all former world champions, all main eventers in their own right, all have had a lasting legacy left on professional wrestling. Jericho these days, in his old age, I think he's starting to drop off a little bit. HBK left, I think, when he did, and rightfully so. Macho Man, I think, did the right thing too, and The Rock is successful as hell in the movies there. I'm going to give this a solid 4 stars, this team, in all honesty.
All right, solid 4 stars. Next, Team RevTech. First off, I want to give a shout out to RevTech because if you enjoy our content on Twitch, it would not exist without this man. This man set everything up. Bear Friend set up the physical stuff, and RevTech set up the stuff inside the computer. So if it wasn't for the team of RevTech and Bear, there would be no KocoSports Twitch streams, and maybe there probably wouldn't be that much YouTube Coco plays, to be honest. So RevTech is a pioneer to our Twitch channel and helped us out tremendously. His team is Brock Lesnar, Nakamura, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and DDP. Not a bad team at all. Yuri, rank this team.
4.8 stars, and I will tell you why. You've got the badassery of Stone Cold Steve Austin. What? So you've also got Shinsuke Nakamura. I've always liked Shinsuke Nakamura ever since he's come to WWE. I have watched 1 or 2 matches, early matches in New Japan, and he is phenomenal. All I can say is that it's just mad props for him picking the man with the plan. DDP. Love me some DDP. He was always good. I really like the fact that he started wrestling in his mid to late 30s and did it well into his 60s, and I think he's had his final match now. Absolutely fantastic. And dude, Brock Lesnar. Like, wow. Like, this is another, like, stacked team, but for just different reasons. Like, 4.8, hands down. This is another one that I think could win or come very close to winning, that's sure.
And I am surprised Nakamura wasn't higher on everyone's list. This is behind the scenes baseball. Maybe because you were talking about his WWE run, dude. His New Japan run is so much more amazing. Please check out Nakamura New Japan before he retired. Went to go to WWE. Next, Team Cynical. The man that helped build the original KocoSports Dream. And here he is. This is KocoSports Dream version, 5. But here it is. Cynical, one of the pioneers. He got Daniel Bryan, Kenta, Kurt Angle, and Sting. And it had to be clear. It had to be Beach Sting because everyone knows early Sting is best Sting. I said it. Fuck Crow Sting. Fuck Joker Sting. Beach Sting for life. But yeah, this team pretty much, you could tell that we're friends. Pretty much this would be a team I'd roll with. I noticed my closest friends have the best teams. That's all I'm saying. There you go. And James Legend, where's your team, you son of a biscuit and cheese? We got a James Legend team. But yeah, overall, Kurt Angle, Kenta, Sting, Daniel Bryan, that's a fucking sweet team. How would you rate it?
5 stars, and I'll tell you why. They are all the top of their game from each different era. You've got Kurt Angle, hands down, absolutely fantastic technical wrestler. You've got the appeal of Kenta from the Bullet Club. absolutely fantastic worker. Who doesn't love and cold Sting? I fucking love. I've always enjoyed Surfer Sting, and as well as that, you got Daniel Bryan, who's like just pretty much the top of his game for a guy that obviously got treated like shit, went to the top of the mountain, busted his neck, being told that he couldn't wrestle again, bouncing back to say that hey, you can, and given another crack, and he's like top of his game, mate. This team is definitely a force to be reckoned with. I think between him and Crash's team, they're my two picks for definitely the top two spots.
All right, so
Hands down.
there's Team Cynical. Next, Team Scrub. Scrub in Japan. I love Scrub. I fucking despise his team. I fucking hate his team. First off, he has the Shockmaster. You know, I don't even respect it with the Earthquake. First, he has my dad, Terry Funk, so you got to show that. Bruiser Brody's amazing. And The Undertaker. I know this is going to get some elite. I wasn't a big fan of it, but this is Scrub in Japan's team. There it is. Terry Funk, Bruiser Brody, I see. Undertaker seems out of place everywhere in the universe. And Shockmaster? And you know what? I kid you not. As a guy that was doing a soft draft, I almost said, fuck the Shockmaster. But if you go to Scrub in Japan's stream on Twitch, he has a Shockmaster emote. So, you know, you got to show respect. You got to show respect. I'm not feeling this one. Maybe it's because, you know, we're usually in these, you know, these nerdy adventures. I'm the only one from Japan. This motherfucker comes on my turf and shows up with the fucking Shockmaster? Bullshit, I tell you. Bullshit. Yuri the Black, rate my arch rival, Scrub in Japan.
Alright, this is going to be short and sweet. First, I'm going to say, Scrub, I love you, bro. And then I'm just going to keep it to 5 words. Alright? So this one's not going to get a rating, yeah?
Okay, no ratings. 0
Random
stars.
team. Random team. Not rating this team.
Alright, random
That's all I'm
team.
going to say.
Not rating it. Alright, there you go. So, I'm calling Scrub out. There's only one fucking nerd in Japan. There's only one loser in Japan. The loser and the Scrub? Hatui! Fucking arch rivals. I'm calling my shot right now. Alright, next. This is where there's some controversy. We have Team Golden Star. Now, we did have rules of 4 teams. But when I was actually looking through the game, I was like, wait. Dream Tag Team Champs. Young Bucks. So the Young Bucks automatically get tacked on, and we have to adjust and maybe add tag teams later. But we'll figure it out. It's a learning experience. So his team consists of Ibushi. I mean, can you imagine a Team Golden Star without Golden Star Ibushi? Seems fucking silly. You got Adam Cole, Bay, which, you know what? I like him. I just, you know, there's something about him. Then you got AJ Styles, Golden Star's favorite wrestler. You got the air guitarist and Tanahashi. And then you have the controversy where the Young Bucks is the first team of 6. Granted, this was a big slip up on my part, so I figured I'd rather have the league have lots of controversy than, you know, us delete the history that was made 1 year ago and forgotten about. Yuri the Black, lots of controversy in the KocoSports Dream. What's
Definitely.
your call? What's your call here on the ranking?
So Golden Star, Alex's team. All right, it's basically former Bullet Club +2. All right, so you've got Adam Cole, you've got AJ Styles, the phenomenal one. Both 2 really awesome wrestlers. You got the Young Bucks. I get their appeal, but I don't like them personally. Kota Ibushi, who's talented in his own right, and the Ace Tanahashi. I like, believe it or not, even though I don't like the Young Bucks, I'm going to give this team a 4.7 stars.
4.7 stars.
I definitely think that these guys can be a contender. That's for sure. Golden Star Alex's team.
I
definitely.
think in ring wise, this is pretty amazing. Go ahead.
I must say, not bad choices for a Rangers fan.
Next, the Fighting Irish, Jerry O'Neill. The man who doesn't update KocoSports.net. The man who runs the company poorly. Jerry O'Neill, the Fighting Irish. And this reminds me of iJapan. We once did a fantasy wrestling league on Koco Sports YouTube channel. And iJapan, it was a WWE. What was it? WWE, TNA, Ring of Honor fantasy league. And he picked, and I think it was maybe New Japan. It was probably New Japan. He picked all Japanese wrestlers. And that's what he did. Fighting Irish, he ain't fucking around. He's got Sheamus. Stole him from Team Cynical, so that might be some rivals. You got Finlay and his son. And then you got Finn motherfucking Balor. This is it. You know, if I was... You probably should throw in Becky Lynch in there. Why not? But that is the Fighting Irish, and that is the most Irish thing anyone has ever seen. Your thoughts on Ireland? Rank the country of Ireland.
I wouldn't want to fuck with them. That's all I'm gonna say, bro. They'll drink and they'll fuck you up. It's an Irish team. Well played, Fighting Irish. Well played, dude. It's like, I get it. There's a theme with the team.
Yeah.
I don't know how I would rate it because you've got, like, even though that Sheamus has been a main event player, more often than not, he's been always mid-card to upper mid-card. Finley's always been a good wrestler and never had a chance to get something towards the top. David Finley's still new and he's kind of in that niche market with New Japan and done a little bit of stuff with Impact. Finn Balor, like, obviously he's very, very popular. 4 stars only because the unpredictability of the themed Irish team.
All right, so he rates Ireland a 4. Yuri the Black from Australia just rated Ireland a 4. # cancel the internet. All right, next. Team Top Hat. All right, so Team Top Hat right here. We got Chris Bay. Oh, no, sorry, we don't got Chris Bay. I'm looking at this sheet and not the graphics. Uh-oh. No, we do have Chris Bay. All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right. No. You know what? I'm going to be completely honest. I knew nothing about Chris Bay. Not a fucking soul. I really thought she misspelled Chris Benoit. I don't really watch Impact as it shows. So then, yeah, I got Chris Bay, Nyla Rose, Lita, and Willie Mack from Lucha Underground. And I believe he's on Impact now, right? Where's Willie Mack these days?
Willie Mack is on Impact, as is Chris Bay as well.
Is it safe to say with this conversation, I do not watch Impact?
I do, but I'm still trying to get my head around a lot of the stuff on Impact. This is another.
How do you rate Impact, Lita, and Nyla Rose? I mean, I love Willie Mack. I love Nyla. Go ahead.
I could say individual things about each guy. I don't know enough about Chris Bay, but I know what I've seen of Chris Bay. Very talented wrestler. I'm not going to turn around and rubbish him. Leader, trailblazer in her own right, absolutely awesome. Nyla Rose, I absolutely love. And the only thing is, I think AEW needs to book her a lot better and need to book her more as like that monster thing. Willie Mack, I had seen live against a couple of the really, really good local guys that we have here in Melbourne, Australia, when I worked at Ring Pro and House of Hardcore. Willie Mack, fucking phenomenal worker.
I love Willie Mack. And, yeah, so Nyla Rose, Willie Mack. Go ahead.
I definitely think that this team has a wow factor. Unfortunately, this is probably going to be my lowest rated team. Just because. Rivals. What?
Is it because we don't know who? Because we haven't watched enough Chris Bay? Because I Google searched Chris Bay. And this guy has like every title ever. He has like every title ever. I wonder, I think, was Chris Bay in Lucha Underground? We're going to look something up.
Not that I like, if he was, he may have been under a mask. If anything.
I'm wondering if he was the Marine guy.
Hang
Chris
on,
Bay's
let me check.
Impact. Chris Bay, I don't know. Maybe not.
Hang on.
Chris Bay.
Let me quickly have a look.
Yeah, I'm looking. Well, I said Undergram, so it doesn't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Oh, no, that's right. I was getting because I almost thought he was Killshot, but no, that's Shane Strickland who was Killshot.
Yeah. Dude, I got to watch more Impact. This guy's been collecting titles around the world, and I've just been watching New Japan and AEW and checking in on NXT. So we're learning something here. I love Willie Mack with all my heart. You know, I'd love to put him on my team. You know, so I think Willie Mack has to be the captain. I could be wrong. Nyla Rose is amazing. I think Lita, a little overrated.
I'm rating this 3 stars, but it's not like it's only because it's like I'm looking at each of the other team, and I think just in terms of star power, like these guys are great. I'm not taking away from it. Star power wise, a lot of the other teams have a higher star power than this particular team, but you never know. This team could come out of nowhere and surprise us all and take it. We never know. So I'm saying I'm just 3 stars to be safe.
3 stars to be safe. And it's safe to say probably her number 1 pick, Chris Bay, we don't know enough about. No, we're going to have to do our homework. This is what we're doing.
Yeah,
Yuri Black promised top hat and the world, the millions and millions of fans of KocoSports Dream. They're digital fans. Promise them that we'll both, before we air the first episode, we will both watch one Chris Bay match. That's fair. We owe that to Top Hat. We owe it to the digital fans, and we owe it to the random real people that find this video. Can you guarantee we'll watch one Chris Bay match before we go live?
Oh, of course. I do try to watch Impact every week myself, so he usually does pop up on that.
I watched one Impact Wrestling pay-per-view. People said it was good, and it was not. And then when I said it wasn't that good, they're like, "Oh, you watched the bad pay-per-view. The good pay-per-view is the week after." I was like, "I'm out. I'm out." That's it. You know, because they're like, "Oh, because Impact fans are crazy. They're like, oh, dude, you gotta watch fucking Impact." I'm like, dude, I used to love Impact, but Dixie Carter. And I'm like, what do you mean? And it's like, okay, you obviously haven't watched it the whole fucking time, and you just hate WWE, and you don't actually fucking enjoy this product. But I'm like, okay, listen, it used to be really okay. Fast forward, blah, 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 blah. And they're like, no, you gotta watch it. It's different. So I watched the pay-per-view, I review it. I'm like, dude, that was the most average fucking thing I've ever seen. You know what the response was? Oh, but the good pay-per-view's next week. I'm like,
yeah.
And call me an asshole. I'm like, I'm out. I just dropped my shit and walked away. So I will watch a Chris Bay match and educate myself. There. We will educate ourselves. All right. Top Hat. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I had to download a lot of these guys. All I had was Willie Mack. My Lita was broken, and all I had was Willie Mack. So, there we go. All right, let's break it down. Now it's our team. Team Yuri. Basically, it was forced on him because is that his favorite on a podcast? You always dress up as Liger. You have Liger, Demolition, and Mike Awesome. Okay, first off, you always dress up as Liger, so you have to have Liger on your team. That's the rule. You cosplay as someone, you have to have him. Then you have Demolition.
I wish I had the actual Liger suit. I've got the open mouth white mask, and it is glorious.
Exactly.
I'm staring at it right now.
So if you have a suit of a wrestler, he automatically goes on your team. Second, we did a podcast where you said your favorite team growing up was Demolition, and then Mike Awesome. I had to go download a Mike Awesome that works because I love Mike Awesome. So there. I know you're mad. I know you're mad that I forced your team. You're like, at a soft draft, I pretty much said, I looked at your list and said, no. That's what I did. I'm not going to lie to you, Yuri. Your team sucked on paper. I fixed it. No need to thank me.
And to be humble, I'm not going to rate my team because it's my team personally. I'll let Dave rate my team in this particular case, yeah?
All right.
I can go ahead and talk about how good Demolition were back in the day. If you have a listen to Cheap Plug, the with Yuri the Black slow burn podcast, the most recent episode 3, wrestling growing up. We were talking about our favorite wrestlers growing up and what really got us in, and I like tag teams have been really a big thing for me. Always loved Demolition, Axe and Smash, and I love Crush as you come along later. Like, ever since watching WCW in the early to mid 90s, Jushin Liger, he's one of those guys that can do it all. Technical wrestling, power wrestling. He can brawl, he can do high flying. He's A to Z, he was the ultimate wrestler. I loved him. Absolutely loved him. And Mike Awesome, who doesn't love a agile big guy that does power moves, does suicide dives, jumps off the top rope. When he was the gladiator in Frontier Martial Arts Wrestling at FMW, he had fucking absolute amazing feuds with like Masato Tanaka, Hayabusa. Like, I cannot rave enough. Like, I love my team. But the thing is, this is going to be one of those things. I'm looking at my team as, I reckon I could do well. Who knows if I'll win? It's one of those anything can happen scenarios just based on the team that I have. If Demolition, I reckon, a tag team scenario, I reckon that will come off on top. Liger's Liger and Awesome's Awesome. Depends on what. It just depends on the opponent. Anything can happen. Your thoughts, Dave, and your rating on my team.
Mike Awesome is a powerhouse and is absolutely amazing, and I'm glad he's in the KocoSports Dream. Second, Liger is beyond amazing. He's your captain. He's your leader. Mike Awesome's your thing. Demolition, I know you loved him as a kid, but they ain't no road warriors. I don't think they get it done. I don't think they get it done. I think Demolition is the weak part of your team. And because later, because of the controversy of the tags, we're going to have other people have tag teams. So there's a good chance that you might be able to add some single wrestlers since you already have a tag team. So we might be bumping the teams up because we totally forgot about tag teams. We're the opposite of AEW. Like, what? There's tag team wrestling? Oh, yeah. And we already created the belt, so yeah. So I'm giving it a 3.8. Demolition
3.8.
brings the score down. Demolition brings the score down. There, I said it. Fucking bring the heel heat, Demolition. You're the kindest, sweetest people in the world. All right, and then of course Team Koco, the main event. Pow! I have all my favorite wrestlers. Like, I just do, and I'm fucking lucky as shit. And the thing is, not many people had it. Like, first off, let me talk. Captains. All 12 team captains sit down. We'll probably be adding 2 more captains. We're looking for BRAWL USA and a guy in England. Listen, we got 2 expansion teams coming up. We haven't even ran one show yet. We're talking 2 expansion teams. We're going to be getting tag team guys and all that. But hear me out. Fuck you guys. You know how low you guys had rated Okada? Like, Okada was like 7, 8. They were so low down the list. Now, I don't know if you hit Okada ranked so low because you knew I was going to take him anyway because I ain't fucking... But it was like a slap in the face. It was like, oh, I guess I'll put Okada. Okada's number 9 on the list. What the balls is going on? He's the guy. KocoSports Dream was built on the back of Okada, okay? Fuck you guys. Fuck all you captains in Okada. I don't want him to sound like he's Michael Jordan, but there's going to be an Okada meme. I took that personally. All right? First off, and also, no one picked Samoa Joe. Granted, I did take Asuka from Scrub in Japan, but fuck him. The Great Muta is one of my favorite pro wrestlers of all time, and he won the title, and no one picked him. So... basically, no one picked any of my fucking favorite wrestlers, and fuck you guys, okay? Okay, I walk away with my greatest team ever, and with the Japan flag, Samoa Joe really looks out of place. How many people are going to write in the comments, not he realizing that the flag is representing where the person's from, And people are going to be like, Samoa Joe is not Japanese. How many comments are we going to get? 6, 7, 8, 47?
Japan.
Exactly. So we got Samoa Joe, my digital, my man crush, and then we got Asuka, my woman crush, and then you got Okada, my god crush, and then the Great Muta, my god. This is the perfect fucking team. And to add more controversy, Great Muta is the champ. There you go. Whew, there's not enough controversy here. But let me tell you something. There's a part of me that is a little confused because I'm like, yeah, I got all my favorite wrestlers. Why the fuck didn't you guys want my favorite wrestlers? Now, was this a gift for me? Or am I fucking delusional thinking my wrestlers are the fucking best?
I personally forgot about the Great Muta. Otherwise, I would have rated him very high on my list.
I'm fucking spitting mist in your face. I just can't believe I literally got all my favorite guys. The only one that was a little bit controversial was I got, Asuka. That's it. That's all. The rest were like completely free. Like some assholes like, I'll put Okada fucking 476 on my list. The fuck is that? The fuck is going on? So I'm super happy, but super insulted. It's like having a girlfriend. But anyway, how do you rate this team? Because I rate it with all my heart.
Looking at this team, it's practically Team Japan with the exception of Samoa Joe, right?
Yeah, but that's my digital husband. I can't get rid of him.
No. I know. I get that, Dave. I get that.
Okay.
All right. So, but looking at this team, it is a well-rounded, really solid team. Like Samoa Joe, phenomenal. Rainmaker is really, he is the true ace of New Japan Pro Wrestling. He is like the tippy top of the wrestling world, if you really think about it.
Are you just saying that because I'm holding a gun to your little dude?
Not at all. Not at all. And fuck, who does not love the Great Muta? Fucking NWO for life, my friend. NWO for life. If I was to rate it as an overall, if I was to look at it from an overall team perspective, not, I guess, the Team Japan or whatever else like that, I would say Asuka is the weakest link on that team.
How dare you?
No, it just, I personally would have chosen someone else in place of Asuka, but overall that team is really good. You know what I'm going to say with this particular team here? Because of Asuka, a 4.
A 4. Okay, I am fucking offended, and I am fucking... there's nothing I can do except cry, but I will fucking dance on your graves when we are Season 1 team champions. I got the world champion Muta over there. He's never going to lose. I got Okada. I got Asuka. Samoa Joe.
Title, mate.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Coming
Actually, Okada lost to the tournament.
For that title.
Yeah, well, we'll have to figure it out. We're going to book it. You guys can help book it. I'm thinking fucking little arch Asuka versus Axe. Bring it the fuck on, bitch. I think that might be the opening match. Asuka versus Axe might be the opening match to KocoSports Dream. We can do these. Now, here's the thing, guys. We're going to send it to all the teams. Hopefully, they fucking watch it. Nothing's going to suck more if, I didn't watch the fucking draft video. Go fuck yourself, team owners. Second, we're going to figure out, do we do it live? We got a commentary team. We got our rosters. We got our guys. Do we do it live on Twitch and then put it on YouTube? Do we put it on YouTube and live pay-per-views? We have a lot to discuss and booking. And the thing is, we want to make it where there's win-loss records for the team and individuals. And we want to book it kind of fairly. Now, obviously, me and you are going to be booking it. But I also would like it to where... to get to the Young Bucks, you have to at least have a winning record. Or, you know what I mean? You have to at least go through a tournament or something. So we're going to figure a way to do it. And then there's also rivals, like Asuka versus Axe. I didn't fucking think that was going to be a rival, but here we are.
You decided that, I didn't.
Well, no, because you disrespected Asuka, the greatest fucking female pro wrestler of all time, and I disrespected Demolition. Do we want to go Okada and Asuka versus Demolition? I don't fucking think so. Or do we go with the fucking my golden lovers, Coco's golden lovers, Coco's threesome lovers. Awesome. I mean, not awesome. Asuka and Samoa Joe versus Demolition. There's a lot of things going. I fucking swear to Christ. Scrub in Japan, I am beating your fucking ass into the digital ring. That's it. So there's a lot of fucking rivals. I'm getting fucking heated up. Motherfucker. Dude, whoever the fuck ranked Okada number 9. Hold on, whoever. I don't want to fucking throw you out, but the motherfucker who ranked Okada number 9, fuck you. And the rest of you that didn't even put Okada, Joe, Muda on your list, bullshit. Bullshit, I tell you.
They went on my list.
Yeah. No,
I've got a completely different taste to everyone out there as well.
That is true.
Like,
but the part that drives me crazy is like I got a little like we did it. I was like, I got everyone I ever wanted. And I was like, wait a second, how did I get everyone I ever wanted? What the fuck? And I started looking at the rankings. You sons of bitches. Fucking embarrassing. Fucking Okada number 9. I'm fucking gonna take this personal, okay? All right, we got to figure out how to book stuff. Well, of course, we'll book ourselves into fucking angles. Hopefully the team leaders will fucking be active and want to book matches, and we'll have to figure a fair way to get title shots. Because obviously we're gonna have to come up with a system where it's not like, well, I want fucking the Shockmaster to go against the title. He lost. I want the Shockmaster to get a rematch. It's like, no, it's not the fucking way it works at all.
What about one of those Japanese tournament systems where they got the whole a circle for a win, X for a loss, and like a grid?
Oh yeah, a little fucking bashy, a little basho. I like it. We'll get a little basho, get a little G1. We'll call it K1, except with kickboxing. But we'll keep expanding. We have teams, we have commentary, we have graphics. We're fucking 90% of the way there. We're going to try to book our first card. It'll always be on Koco Plays. Will it also be on KocoSports YouTube? Hell, maybe even KocoSports Twitch. Who knows? We're making up as we go along. But I really like my fucking team. There, I said it. I don't know how you fucking feel about it, but I said it. We gotta book. And not all that, but maybe Scrub in Japan, we can have a battle. The winner gets to keep Asuka on their team. But we're going to have to keep track of the records after every show. And after, once we get this going, we'll set up a schedule. There'll be like a Super Bowl. We'll call it the Coco Bowl or something. I don't know. The Dream Dash. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Something with Dream. Koco Sports or Dream. Something along those lines. But we'll do it. That'll be the main event. And then we'll redraft.
No, that's I think higher Reese's thing. Fight with Dream.
So, there you go. All right. Anything else you got to say, Yuri the Black? Because if not, I'm going to go hang out with Bear Friends.
Okay. All right. So I think it's time for going ahead to plug both your, like our socials and everything. Firstly, I want to go ahead and plug our podcast, guys. The Slow Burn with KocoSports and Yuri the Black, which can be found on Podbean, Spotify, and iTunes. Just search for KocoSports or KS Slowburn, you'll be able to find and download and listen to that. On top of that, if you want to see me streaming at the moment, I'm still currently on a little bit of a break. You can find me twitch.tv/Yuri the Black, on Instagram and Twitter, Yuri the Black, and on Facebook, if you go ahead and search for Yuri the Black in the pages, you should be able to find me there as well. Would you like to do your plugs, Mr. Koco?
Buy my books, Operation Freak Show, and Lucky the Orphan. Meltzer that shit up and give it 5 stars. I'm adding that to my new plug. And, Koco Sports on Twitch, Koco Sports on YouTube, Koco Sports on Twitter, Koco Plays on the YouTubes, and DaveKoco.com. Everything I do is there, and I have to update it more often. All right, love you guys. Yuri the Black, much love. Hopefully this adventure is fun. Hopefully these sons of bitches that ranked Okada number 9 or not at all book themselves into some matches, and we'll have to figure out a tournament to get the Great Muda's title and the Young Bucks tag title. So with that, I am over. Hey, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum.